Hello and welcome to another unedited video. Welcome to the Rosie Life. All right, where we help you free your mind and follow your heart. Free your mind of all the BS that you fell for, that we've all fallen for. And it's to free, not only free your mind, but free your life, free you, right? Because you are free. That's what we do here on this channel. Today I want to talk about your self-concept. This whole, what I feel like it's turned into a whole shenanigans of self-concept work. And that you have to change your self-concept. And that you have to work on your self-concept. 80% self-concept, 20% desire, 30, 30, 30. I've heard it all, you guys. I've heard so much especially from my new clients that I see one-on-one. They give me this skinny, they give me this scoop of what they're being told in different coaching and programs and whatnot. My answer to all of this is, whatever a coach is telling you, or a teacher, or a book, or whatever is telling you, they're right. They are absolutely right. And they are teaching from their personal experience and from what worked for them. And what might work for anyone else that wants to believe in them. I want to share with you what has worked for me, my clients. And that is that you believe in you. Believe in you. Believe in your way. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself above all. Believe in the way that you do things. There is no best way to manifest. There is no best way to use a technique. There is no best way. The best way is your way. That is the best way. We're so used to it. I was doing my hair with this new, I don't know what they call it, airbrush, a brush that is a blow dryer too at the same time. It's both, whatever they're called. Anyway, and a thought occurred to me I wonder if I should go online and see the best way to use this. And I thought I could, or I could just do it myself and see which way it works best for me in my hair and my way of doing it, and just do it that way and assume that is the best way. Do you see, we're so used to researching for the best way when you are the best way. Your unique personality, the way you think, the way you talk, the way you move, the way you feel, that is the best way to do anything. You don't want to be anyone else. You want to be you. I don't want to be anybody else. I want to be me. I love me. And I'm the best. In my reality, I'm the best. Do you see? And that's how you want to see yourself. You're the best the way that you are. You are the best. The way you are is the best. The way you do things is the best. The way you manifest is the best. So let's get back to self-concept. Got a little distracted. Your self-concept is already fixed. It's never been broken. It's already perfect. And I'm going to prove it to you. Before we learn about law or law manifesting, or even about religion or anything like that, right? What we believe in at times, sometimes we don't even want to believe in any greater, higher power, right? So some people start there. They don't believe that there is anything, right? That's okay. Wherever you are, wherever you started, right? But for most people, they believe in a God, a power that is outside of them, right? And it's like, I'm trying to point up high in the sky. They believe in God is out there, somewhere up there. And they're praying to it, right? They're praying to it. They're praying to a God that is up there somewhere. But then when they slowly start learning and they realize, wait, God is everywhere. God is everywhere. God is everything. And then you read that in scriptures. You can go to church and you see God is everywhere. God sees all, is all, hears all, God is all, right? But yet they still turn around and still pray to this God. But then this happened to me, and this happens to a lot of people, where you go from believing in God that is out there and you realize, hold on, if God is everywhere, that has to be within me too. God can't be everywhere but not in me. That doesn't make sense. So then they're like, oh, okay, so you realize, oh, God's in me. And then you think, well, God's just where? In a little piece of you, like in your heart, but not in your liver or your eyeballs or your foot. God's not there. God's just in your heart. Now you're still feeling this separation, that God is in you, specifically in your heart or your brain or your subconscious or your conscious or your eyeball or your ear, right? Now you're like pinpointing, trying to find out where God is within you. And then you try to magnify that feeling of God, and you're magnifying the feeling of love and peace and power, and you're focused on it, you're meditating, you're praying on it, whatever you do. You're magnifying that power that's within you, that's located somewhere inside of you. And you're like, yeah, well, of course, if God's everywhere, God has to be within me too. But God's not just within an organ, a heart, or your subconscious mind. If God is everywhere, God has to be in every cell in your body. Every cell in your body. God is in you. You know that little infinity symbol? That's more accurate. God is in every cell in your body. If God is in every cell of your body, every little teeny bit, and there's no part of you that God is not. Remember, there's nothing but God. There is nothing but God. So you're not this little human that God is dwelling in, that he's just visiting until you die, and then he just goes back to doing his God duties. God is in you. But why? How is it possible that God is within you? Here is where my clients are really having a shift when I share these kind of talks with them. These are the kind of talks that I have with my clients in coaching. I don't talk about techniques and affirm this, that, and the other. There's too much content out there for that. You guys don't need that. You guys are not little monkeys. You don't need more techniques. If God is in you, okay, if that's what you believe, first he was out there, now he's in you, right? But get this. Then you become more aware of who you really are, that you are one with all that is. That means that you, me, all of us, you are in God. I am in God. It's not that God is in me, this body. It's that I am in God. You are in God. You are in source. You are in divine mind. You are in that one mind. You are in it. You are in it. It's not in you. You are in it. So because you are in it, of course, it's in you. That's that infinite loop of love. You are in it. And that's why it's in you. It's not he's in me, or that source is in me. I'm in source, and that's why it's in me. It's like the sponge and water analogy, right? You put water in the sponge, you can't tell you can't tell them apart. It will always be together, but it's even bigger and better than that. You are in God. You are in source. So whatever is in God, whatever's in source, in infinite intelligence, whatever's in this universal power, whatever term you want to get, don't get your panties in a notch about the term, okay? Whatever is in God must be perfect already. You can't be in God and be unperfect, imperfect. You can't be lacking anything because you exist in God. So if you're in God, you're already perfect. So to think that you have a self-concept that needs addressing or fixing doesn't make any sense, because you already exist in him. So to think that you have to reprogram your subconscious mind and brainwash yourself or convince yourself or find faulty beliefs, that subconscious mind is in God. Yes, God dwells in you, but that's only because you're in God first. God is dreaming you, me, all of us. But in order for it to be dreaming all of us, to have created us, we exist in him. That's why he's in us, because we first were in him. And then that's why it is within us. There's no separation. Zero separation. So your self-concept was never broken. I know I bought the Kool-Aid. I thought it was broken, and I forever tried to fix it. It was never broken. But here is the other thing. You can have the experience. You can imagine and tell yourself that you have to fix yourself, or that you have to heal something, or that your self-concept needs working on, that you got to remind yourself and convince yourself that you are worthy or pretty or handsome or successful or wealthy or whatever. You can't go around and saying, oh, I gotta fix that. I gotta remind myself of this all the time. You can have that experience, but my question is, where's that experience happening? The experience that something's wrong with you, or that you got to fix your self-concept, where's that experience happening? It's happening in God. It's happening within that one divine consciousness, awareness. It's all happening in consciousness, in God. So even those thoughts that something's wrong with you, or that you have to fix something, are perfect, because they're happening in divine mind. They're happening in consciousness. Do you get it? So even the things that you think are unwanted and that you don't like, those thoughts, the experiences, whether you think they happened in the past, because there is no past, even the concept of time, even the pain and suffering, or the thoughts, or whatever you're having, it's all happening within divine mind. Nothing is outside of God. So if it's all happening within divine mind, it's perfect. But who's judging it? You. The person is judging it as imperfect. It's saying this is not good. But it's all good. It all is good, because it has to be, because it's all happening within the perfect one divine mind. So it's all an option for us to judge it as imperfect or bad or good or wanted or unwanted. But no matter how you label it, even your labeling it, even your judgment of it is perfect. Everything you do is perfect. Your judgment is perfect. What you're choosing is perfect. What you're saying is perfect. Your labels are perfect. It's all perfect. But everything, whatever you label, whatever you choose to label it, is where your experience comes from. It's where your experience of lack, your experience of feeling bad, it's the effects. You receive the effects of your own label. You experience the effects of sadness, of not having, or struggle, or whatever. And those are perfect, because it's all happening in the perfect one mind of God. Remember, you're in God. And all your thoughts and feelings and everything else, it's all within God. There is no out there. So everything you're choosing to experience is perfect. So if you decide to label everything as perfect, because it is, now you are talking like source. Now you're thinking, acting, feeling from the divine mind. Now you are one with that thinking, that one thought of God. If you go around saying, you know what, this is all good. It's all good. Everything is good. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm swimming around in the divine mind of abundance, where I have access to all of it, to everything. Everything is happening within this divine mind. And you experience your labels, you experience your opinions of yourself, you experience those, but it's all a choice. It's all a choice. You don't have to change or fix yourself or anyone else or anything. It's all a choice. Someone in one of my sessions talked to me about purging, the purging process, and I said, well, let's get real. I said, that just means throwing up, vomiting. I said, let's say that you vomit your thoughts. I said, where do you think they're going to go? They're not going anywhere. They're in divine, it's all in divine mind. So you don't have to purge. They're coming up for you to say, do I want this one or no? It's all an option. You don't have to be afraid of your thoughts or afraid of memories or afraid of things. You're like, these are options. They're options. They're nothing that you have to purge or get rid of and be cleaned and cleansed before you can have what you want. It's all an option. Everything is your choice. You choose who you are. And remembering, where am I choosing from? I'm choosing inside of God. I'm choosing I am in God. And God is in me, but only because I exist in Him. That's the only way that God could be in me, because I am in Him. There's no separation whatsoever. Hope that it helps you guys expand your awareness a little bit more. Stay with the topic of I am in God, and that's why God is within me. Instead of running to how does this work for manifesting, stay with that. Contemplate on that. Because that's what makes you realize that you can have anything, that you are unlimited. But a lot of people run, you're like, okay, so what do I do with that? How do I get my money? No, with that information. It's like, you're missing the point. You are everything. It's all within you, and you in it. There's no separation. So comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Give me your thoughts. I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for sharing the channel with others. I appreciate you guys so, so much. I love you. You're all so freaking amazing. We are all so freaking cool. We're freaking amazing. Think about it.